Yo, 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 everybody, what's up? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Welcome in. I'm just realizing that I did not set up my stream properly. And I did not put that. There we go. Okay, rock on. We got the right symbol now. What's going on, everybody? So you might have been wondering, hey, why is there like a seagull made of bone in the top right corner? You know, this is a great time to shamelessly plug that. Shamelessly. So tomorrow I'm going live on my GullGotha channel finally, and we're doing gaming streams, ladies and gentlemen. So Tuesday, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, we're going live. We're playing some Dead by Daylight 2v8. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stop on by. It's going to be a good time. But let's put it back. It's KillJoy Jake time. It's time to talk about horror, time to talk about Scream. Time to talk about a bunch of fun stuff. While everyone's coming in, I see everyone hanging out in the chat. What's up, fellas? Welcome in. Gonna say hi to all of y'all individually, because that's how I like to do it. I like to say hi to everybody individually. Big thing I want to bring up is a little thing I addressed in today's video. If you did not get a chance to see it, it literally went live like 10 minutes ago, so I don't blame you if you didn't get a chance to check it out. I'm just seeing so much gatekeeping in the comments of my Scream videos, man, and I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not crazy. It's some, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I made today's video a lot about me, but I'm also seeing it go towards other people too, and I think that sucks. I don't know. To me, this page should be a place where we can talk movies and not have to fight each other. We all have different opinions. We all have different things we want from the upcoming entry of Scream or Terrifier, all the different movies we cover on this channel. Let's just try to keep it civil. Let's try to keep it civil around here. Let's all just try to have good conversations, thoughtful, fruitful, open-minded conversations about where we would want the stream to go. I just changed my mind on something I was saying about Scream 7 for the longest time, and I bet that's going to happen more often than not in the next year or so. And all I ask of all of you, kind folks, is that you try to do the same. Just try to stay open-minded. Let's not just shut. You know, I make jokes about the stew train and all that, and this and that, whatever. But at the end of the day, very open-minded, very respectful. Really trying to stay just open so that anyone can have their own opinions about what they want from this franchise. Let's just try to keep that vibe going, I guess, is my big thing. I can't believe some of the comments I've read recently, and it just sucks. I don't usually let hate comments get to me, but I'm just like, that blows. Like, that's a genuinely, that comment genuinely sucks. And I don't know. It should be a positive vibe around here if we can manage that, and I think that would be great. So, anyways, let's get to it, though. Let's talk little horror. So we got Kyle Scunn over on Kick. We are also streaming on Kick, by the way. Saying, good evening, Jake. I love your stream. Saw Heart Eyes this weekend. I thought it was really good. I thought the ending would have been a little better, though, kind of expected, like other horror movies in the past. Have a good night. Kyle Scunn got in and got out, dog. All right, hey, rock on, dude. Sick. Okay, yeah, dude. I agree though. Hard Eyes, I did like it. I had a good time with this one. I feel like I had the ending pinned down from the moment it started. Like, I was like, I know how this is going to end, and that's not great. Still had a good time with it though, nonetheless. I'm glad I saw it. You know, it's one of those things. I don't know if it's breaking new ground or anything like that, but if you're a fan of the most recent Scream movies, Thanksgiving, just murder mystery horror films in general, I think you'll have a good time with it. So I'm glad I saw it, but Kyle, I agree. I think it was okay. You know, ultimately, I don't know if I was completely over the moon about it, but regardless, still had a good time with it. Man, I'm so sorry, everybody. It's Monday. You know, we're all, we're all struggling a little bit. I'll stream for another hour. There we go. Bam. Starting the goal. There we go. So yeah, but as always, 10 super chats. We'll stream for another hour. But anyways, let's get back to it. Let's say hi to some folks over on YouTube now. Shot by Shot is saying, what's up, Jake? Couldn't catch the last stream because I was filming a kill scene for Piggy, but hope you're having a good day. I saw you post that in our little community chat here on YouTube, which is cool. Really sick new feature. Love that. I'm excited to see what all this is about, my friend. I can't wait. Good luck. Have fun. Have fun filming some stuff. It's always a good time. King Matthew III, my liege, is saying, I got a theory for Scream 7. What if Gail was involved in Stu surviving Scream 1, and in Scream 2, she shows Randy the footage off screen, which is why Randy told Dewey she's a suspect. And then Randy dies, completely covering his tracks. Moving forward. Brutal. You know, I'm here for it. I think, my one thing is that if Stu is alive, I just hope that they try, right? They try to give some sort of logistical answer to it. Maybe with some surviving characters, maybe with some dead characters. You know, maybe we have to write something in like this to make it work. You know, I mean, ultimately, I'm open-minded to it, but you know, I don't know. All things in execution, but I think I'm much more leaning towards the flashback stuff. Ultimately, I really that works for me a lot. We can see Stu in his prime, being a silly little fella, running around stabbing Marine Prescott. Maybe he doesn't want to do it. You know, I want to see that struggle. I want to see that internal struggle that turns Stu into the killer we all know and love. RJ Skarenki is saying it's Monday night, time to leave those Super Bowl hangovers and talk some horror. You know, I have to admit, I'm not going to talk about football for too long, I promise. I'm really not crazy about either of those teams that were playing last night. I'm a Browns fan who has decided to become a Buccaneers fan because I love Baker Mayfield. Some people are like, I don't even know who that is. Totally fair, all good. Thought he was great, did a great job for the Browns. Creamed the Steelers in the playoffs. It was awesome, one of the best games I've ever watched live in my life. And now he's over at the Bucs, and he's doing a really good job. So I'm a Buccaneers fan. I want to see them go again with Baker, not Tom Brady this time around. Would be really cool. But I think I am glad that the Eagles won ultimately. I think if I had a preference, it was definitely the Eagles last night. So I'm happy. I'm happy for them. So congrats to all of my Philly friends on the winning the big game. It's exciting stuff. Definitely a fun game to watch, and I'm not even that crazy into sports, man. That was a really fun game. Paula Fitzhenry, how's it going, Paula? Hi, hello, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you a ton. What's up? Erica, one of our beloved mods, is hanging out with us. Hey. How's it going? Erica Madison and I are all going to play Overcooked sometime. Just want the whole world to know that. Madison is saying, hello, poop man. Hello, poop lady. How are you? What's up? The poop couple is hanging out in the chat tonight. It's getting poopy out here. Noah is saying, what's up? What's up, dog? How's it going? A lot of people excited for Scary Movie 6, I see. Joe Bomba's with us saying, yo. What's up? What's up, Dean? Thanks for being a channel member, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for that support. Means a ton. Mermaid Triple X saying, woo! I'm excited. I'm excited too, dog. I'm so excited. Sounds like Cat in the Hat up in here. Love it. Who else is hanging out with us? We got Talia saying, I tried to send a super chat, but it says keep saying payment failed, so I'm not sure. Hey, it's all good. I just appreciate you hanging out, Talia. Either way, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out tonight. How do I post things on your YouTube community? Honestly, I don't even know. I like genuinely, it's such a fresh new thing in the world of YouTube. I'm not even 100% sure. I basically, like, for those who are like, what's YouTube community, Jake? What is this? Essentially, it's like this new thing that's in a beta testing for YouTube, new feature where it's kind of like you have your own little Discord server on YouTube. Like everyone gets to post stuff. I'm sure there's some sort of moderation. You know, you can't just post whatever you want, because I wouldn't want that on my page. You know, there's some people who would want to post some nasty things, and I'm not really crazy about that. But anything pertaining to horror, please throw it up there. That's should be the point of it, right? I'm genuinely, I can't even pull it up on my computer. I don't know. I'm still learning about it myself. But I was able to post. I was able to figure out how to do it on the phone. So that's honestly something I still got to figure out too. I will let you know. Princess Allison Sweatwinter. Did I read that right? Saying we never got a full trailer for Megan 2.0. I know. Honestly, half the reason I was watching was because I was really hoping that we'd get a whole Megan 2.0 trailer. I even said, I'm like, come on, Jason Blum, give me something to talk about tomorrow. Nothing. Not a whole lot. I mean, Thunderbolts, cool, you know, but I tried talking about Marvel last week and it didn't go so well. So I've learned the hard way. I've learned the hard way to stick to horror. NRU Cody is saying, wow, type 1 if Jake is a bad boyfriend and has to sleep on the couch for a month. God damn, brutal out here. We got some exciting Valentine's Day plans, so hopefully that whole thing changes up very soon here. Dean's got a little Hard Eyes review saying Hard Eyes is decent, fun, not anything groundbreaking like Jake says. I agree. I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's fun for what it is. I had a good time with it. Didn't love it, but it's okay. Twisted Film, thanks for being a member, Twisted Film, saying, hope everyone's doing well. I'll watch the rest of the stream as video form as always. Well, that's all good. I appreciate you throwing your 2 cents in there, though. That does mean a lot to me, so thank you. Much love, much love, much love. Thanks for being here. Do we have any updates for Terrifier 4? Because the last thing I heard that there's a rumor that David Howard Thornton ain't signed on for Terrifier 4. I feel like I have to make a video about this at this point. I don't know. I feel like everything that's been, it's one of those situations where I'm like, everything that's been said about the Damien's post has been said already. But I feel like I got to make a video. I made a big post on Twitter about it for how I feel about things, but I might have to get into it at some point this week. A lot of weird things going on with Terrifier now, which sucks. The two big franchises I talk about are in hot water. It makes me sad. Makes me really sad because my two favorite franchises to talk about, it's like, I don't know. Things are tough. Times are tough for both franchises, which makes me sad. Kyle Gordon, our friendly penguin friend, is saying today they had Scott on live with Kelly and Mark. Oh, no way. Scott Foley. He did talk about a little bit with his upcoming role. Hopefully they have flashbacks like everyone's saying. That'll be really cool. Maybe see the Marine murder. I gotta look this up. Dude, I totally missed that. No way, Kyle. Thank you for the heads up. I might be talking about that in the big video tomorrow. Who knows? That's exciting. I definitely want to hear a little more about how Scott Foley's feeling about everything. We've heard Matthew talk a little bit about his involvement in the new flick. Hasn't really given anything away. He's just kind of saying he's super excited to be in Scream again. We had a video come out of him at like some con with Skeet Ulrich saying like, yeah, I'm back, everybody. It's so exciting. And he's like, I can't really tell you anything, basically. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I think I would rather him not telling us anything than spilling his whole guts, right? But I'm excited. I'm excited to find out more about it soon. First super chat of the night. Thank you guys so much for the support. Silver Princess, our Roman fan, our local Roman fan, I should say, is hanging out with us. What's up? What's up? Do you think Mary Shaw from Dead Silence could control the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, or would their spirits repel her? That's an interesting thought. Wow. Those are two franchises that could definitely work together, considering all things considered. That I could see a really bizarre crossover happening there. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of into something like that. I guess when you think about it, there are elements to Dead Silence that kind of feel like Five Nights at Freddy's before that even came out, right? I believe that predates it, right? Isn't like Dead Silence like 2006 or 2007? I want to say the first Five Nights at Freddy's game is like early 2010s. I want to say maybe I can't remember. But that is cool nonetheless. I'm into something like that could be fun. I'm not as well versed on the Five Nights at Freddy's lore as I would like to be. But I would imagine isn't like the purple guy kind of a similar character in some sort of way, kind of controlling all the spirits in the bodies. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. From what I know, it seems like that might be the case. Stu's character, Matthew Lillard's character in Five Nights at Freddy's, is what I believe to be the big bad of the series. But I'm here. Whatever they end up doing, I'm definitely excited to see in that sequel. I think it's only up from here for Five Nights at Freddy's. I definitely want to see it get a little more intense, especially for a what's the word for it? Gateway. It's gateway horror, right? That's what Five Nights at Freddy's is at the end of the day. And I just hope that they commit to doing some genuinely scary shit. I know kids are watching, but like that's kind of the point, right? I have things from my childhood where they scared the crap out of me, and I'm so glad that they scared the crap out of me because it got me in watching more horror movies. I saw Five Nights at Freddy's, and maybe it's just because I will literally watch a horror movie every single day. It's rough over here. I watch one like every day. I think that maybe that might have affected my review a little bit, but man, I was just watching this and I'm like, this just isn't moving the needle for me. I don't know. Not a whole lot that I was really digging about the movie that I really liked about the game and some of the extensive lore. So I don't know. I'm hoping that the sequel maybe cranks it up a notch. I would love to see something really positive happen there for sure, but we'll have to see. I'm excited for it. And anything with Matthew Lillard, I'm going to see at least once, right? I mean, come on now. He makes that movie for me. I mean, just anytime he's on screen, I'm like, this is awesome. I can't even complain. But hell yes, I never even made that connection in my mind, Silver Princess. I love it a lot. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Really do appreciate your support of the page. David Coca, you guys might have heard this name recently, brought you up in today's video, my friend, saying, what if they decide to do commentary on horror retcons a la Halloween 2018, forgetting all the sequels, and do a direct sequel to part 1? I know they won't do this, but maybe they will comment on it. I share the sentiment, David, and you must have watched my video today, because I actually got into this a little bit with Scream Talk. So my big thing is, I think they could do this without actually retconning the sequels. That's my big thing. I think that they could do it by having like something that could be considered a retcon in the past, but maybe it's something that would be an argument. Scream could use that in the meta sense, use it as something that directly affects the storyline, even with all the sequels and all the things we already know, by doing something with the Marine murder, saying like this actually happened opposed to that. And I don't even think that's too crazy to suggest at this point, to change something up while still cementing everything that we already know. I mean, we just introduced a character who is the offspring of Billy Loomis, who apparently got busy before the events of Scream, and there was someone going around Woodsboro High, Christina Carpenter, not knocked up with her. So, I mean, if they can introduce something like that, I'm not super bugged by the idea of, Marine Prescott's murder having another element to it that maybe we didn't know about from before, especially if it can lend itself to a new form of commentary in the Scream franchise. That's something that I'm really looking for in Scream 7. That's certainly unclear at this point. What is Scream 7 going to comment on? It's not like the original trilogy where it's like, okay, two's a sequel, 3 trilogies. You can kind of guess these things based off of some of the earlier Scream films, even if you had never seen them before. I feel like just getting into it, right? But now Scream 7, where do we go? What do we do commentary wise? I've suggested doing some weird niche shit because why not at this point? We're at Scream 7, man. Get weird with it. Let it all hang out. But it seems like they could be doing something that David was suggesting on a previous stream. Maybe some prequel commentary, maybe some retcon sequel commentary. That seems to be something that's been popular for a good 6-7 years now. So I feel like you could be onto something here. That might be some sort of territory that they may be stepping. But again, we might not. That might not be something we even know about until we get like a first trailer. Like then we might be able to make some educated guesses. But for now, kind of just theories. But that's fun. This is maybe my favorite state of talking about a new Scream film, is just kind of, and it's anybody's guess. Anyone can kind of say whatever, and you kind of have some semblance. And I think that's really interesting about specifically this, like the production phase of talking horror films. Austin Dixon is saying Scott Foley had an interview today and did confirm his part is smaller for Scream 7. Makes me think it's a dream sequence. I feel like dream or dream sequence, flashback sequence. I think you're definitely onto something there, Austin. I think 100% that might be the case. I gotta see this interview though, man. I can't believe I missed that. I've been working on a bunch of stuff all day, setting up a Kick page for GullGotha, and that video today was a longer one. It was a bigger one. You guys might, if you guys saw the video, you know why I can only raise my arms up about this high. That's all I got tonight. That's gonna be it. Whew, that was a rough one, but we made it. We did that. We made that video happen, and tomorrow's gonna be even more rough. If you know about the most recent challenge that I'm doing with every KillJoy Jake video moving forward, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one, but definitely check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. I'm introducing some new elements to KillJoy Jake videos that I think are going to be fun. Big first step for the channel to do some bigger and better things. Fort Misery Gaming saying, Jake, will you be more excited for I Know What You Did Last Summer or Final Destination Bloodlines? That's such a good question, because I really think that Final Destination Bloodlines, pretty much every worry I've had about it has kind of, I don't want to say every worry, but a lot of my worries have kind of fallen to the wayside. I'm like, this looks like a lot of fun, man. This looks like it's really well shot, has some really interesting, faces from horror that I immediately recognized from just that first trailer. That's a great way to market your film. I think the only thing I'm worried about with Final Destination Bloodlines at this point is that was the best scene from that we saw in the trailer. That's probably the only thing I'm worried about, and that's even a far cry at best. So I really think that there's going to be a lot to that one that I'm excited for, but it's also kind of not a fair comparison, right? Because we haven't seen anything from I Know What You Did Last Summer yet. But I will say I do have worries about that one, right? It seems like we're shifting the focus from the legacy characters, and unlike Scream, I don't know if that's a great idea in I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is not Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, while tonally are so similar, the plots and actual story of both of these things are completely different, in my opinion. Scream, I think you can keep this franchise going forever. It is a very simple concept at its core. It's a murder mystery slasher. Somebody new is under the mask every single time. It's not like Jason, where you have to find creative ways to bring him back with a metal pole in his chest and lightning, right? They had to do that for one of the sequels. No, you don't got to do that with Ghostface. It can be anybody in any new movie, and that's what makes the franchise so exciting. exciting. One of the many things, of course. I Know What You Did Last Summer, however, is so landlocked to its characters. I just don't know how you can do a Passing of the Torch Legacy sequel in that series. But I'm staying open-minded, and I want to see what Jennifer Caton Robinson was able to do here. You know, how are they able to tell this film? Is it like a new version of Scream 5, essentially, with that franchise? Does it focus on the legacy characters, maybe more than we think right now? I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem like Freddie Prinze Jr. was filming for that long with this one. So I really don't know which one I'm more excited for now. I'm leaning towards Final Destination, but again, maybe that's not fair. Maybe that's not entirely fair. Talia, thank you for the buck. Really do appreciate that a bunch. You're also saying if Scream 7 went exactly how you wanted it to go, how would it go? I hope we get flashbacks, but with also Jill or Stu returning, but only one, but both. 2 would be overkill. Only one of them, not both of them at the same time. Save Jill for the next movie, right? You know, if Scream 7 went exactly how I wanted it to, the idea of, you know, a throwback to the 90s. It's going to be Sidney Prescott is the focus again. We're bringing the legacy characters back for a new adventure. Biggest thing that I hope that this movie focuses on, I really hope that they're able to reinvent the character of Sidney. I'm really excited to see how they do that. Probably my biggest positive with the film so far. I can't wait to see how they're able to, you know, just reinvent this character, put the focus back on her, and make it exciting again. It's a challenge, and for me personally, I don't want to see films that don't have challenges. You know, that's my big thing. I don't want to see a film that's easy to make. That's no fun. I'm excited to see how these filmmakers are going to challenge themselves and make Sidney Prescott, you know, kind of create more story for her, create this version of the character where she's a mother now, and she has to, you know, fend off Ghostface from attacking her kids. That's where the tension lies in Scream 7. If they understand that, they're going to make a successful film. Really excited for that. I hope that, you know, hits hard. I definitely want to see some brutal kills, and we're already getting that promised from Mason Gooding. I've always felt that this franchise could go a little harder with some of the kills personally. So I'm excited for that. The rumor has it Ghostface is going to strangle somebody with their own intestines. I'm sold. Like, psh, let's go. Let's go, baby. That's awesome. That's fucking sick. I also, I want a good Ghostface reveal at the end of the day. You know, actually scratch that. I don't even care if it's a good Ghostface reveal. I don't care if I predict it or not. Me personally, more than anything, you know, if I had one more thing to throw at that conversation, I really want to see a good Ghostface motive, something that hasn't been dealt with before in the franchise. I think that's still possible, but definitely it feels like the most unobtainable thing when it comes to a new Scream franchise continuation. Definitely the thing that I feel like most of the sequels have missed out on. Not all, but most. So I'm hoping that 7 can be one of the ones to have a really solid motive that can make this one stand apart from the others without a doubt. So if they're able to do that, I don't care if I guess who the killer is in a movie. I still liked Hard Eyes, for instance. I guessed who the killer was from the first scene that they were in. I don't care about that. If the motive is good, though, I'm here for it. So give me a good motive or give me death, I say, Talia. Let's make it happen. So run that up. Benji is saying, yo, what's up, Benji? How's it going, dog? Horror Den is with us. Could it work if Stu isn't returning as a killer, but to actually help Sidney and the gang instead? Honestly, my favorite Stu is alive theory is the idea that he's been in prison this whole time, and they're gonna like Hannibal Lecter him. They're gonna go and get advice from the fella the whole time. That's my favorite Stu is alive theory. I think that could work if it's executed right, in my opinion. Which it sounds crazy. I guess I'm just on the Stu train at this point. I guess that's what's up. Skonkalonk, what a title. What a title, what a name. Is saying I was watching In a Violent Nature last night, at least tried, when I came to that yoga girl scene, and I stopped to finish the movie to the end. Wait, and I stopped to finish the movie to the so did you like the film? See, now I can't tell. now I'm not 100% sure. The yoga kill is definitely the best part of the movie, like without a doubt. Oh my god, I love the whole thing, but man, what a scene, what a sequence. Oh, it was good. If we get to the goal, I will give away the Smile 2 digital code. Well, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You might be getting a digital code of Smile 2 tonight if we can reach our goal, and we're already 3/10 of the way there. 33.33 repeating %. Bam! Look at that, Ty. Love it. Ty, thanks for being a member. Appreciate you a bunch. Hayden United is also with us saying, hey, guess who's back? I doubt that you remember me, but hey, I remember you, Hayden. What's up, fella? I love your cool profile picture, fella. I called you fella twice, but hello, welcome in. Appreciate you. we're getting to those super chats in just a second here. Just wanted to say hi to a few more folks that are stopping by. Thomas Clark is saying, the more I hear about the movie, I'm thinking Stu will have a significant role. Maybe the mental patient sees he's Stu, and it starts causing Sydney to have flashbacks, though he will actually be dead. So flashbacks of Stu, that could be how it rolls. Like maybe, Sydney's having some like anniversary effect trauma, maybe because it's the anniversary of her mom's death, perhaps in this one. I'm not against that. They kind of tried to do that with Melissa Barrera's character, but I feel like that's going to work a little better with Sydney here in Scream 7, especially considering that, she was there. She was there for the original Scream. With Melissa Barrera's character, I just don't know if it worked as well for her to be seeing Billy, a person she'd never met before in her entire life, her father. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But I do know that Martian's hanging out with us. Hey, yo! What's up, fella? What's up? Welcome in. Finally getting to those super chats. Thank you guys for your support tonight. You're all too kind. Erica used her super chat to remind everybody hit the like button, and if you want to show more love, then hit subscribe. Change the bell to all so you never miss a live or a video. Erica, you're too kind, my friend. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. You're so wonderful, and I appreciate the 5 again. so thank you. Subscribe if you want. We are about to hit 30,000 subscribers, so it would be kind of cool. I'm just saying, but I won't harp on that too much. I feel like it's getting a little less shameless the more I bring it up. But Erica, nonetheless, I really do appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the page. Same to you, Ashley Johnson, saying, I'm excited to see Stu back, but feel like with everyone talking about it and theorizing his return, there was no way for this to be a huge surprise. Ashley, that's kind of my biggest reason why I don't just genuinely, I don't think the character is alive. Putting aside my own bias, they announced it in a way that makes it seem like he's only going to have a small role here in Scream 7. I mean, they announced it. They're like, yeah, Matthew Lillard's back. That makes me think that he's probably going to have some sort of smaller role, some sort of like a flashback scene or a dream sequence, kind of like what a lot of people have been saying tonight. Trust me, I know a lot of people want to see him come back from the dead, but I just don't think if that was the big twist of the movie, they would make that big announcement like they already have. Especially alongside the fact that Scott Foley is also coming back. This, again, makes me think this is going to be some sort of flashback dream sequence. We've never seen Roman and Stu interact with each other, even though those two together are the reason that all of this is happening. There's potential there to do a fresh scene that spins the franchise down a new direction. But it all just comes down to execution, of course, at the end of the day. What are they going to do with this? I genuinely don't know. I couldn't tell you. I see someone saying dabs for Stu. Sorry, that just cracked me up. I'm going to get that in a second. I'm going to get to that in a second. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's actually going to be alive or not just because of that. Even though I'm you guys know that I'm not crazy about the theory, but even putting that aside, I don't think they would announce it that way if they were to actually bring Stu back from the dead. So I don't know. I made my jokes about it. Some people didn't like those jokes, but I honestly don't know. I honestly don't think it's going to happen. Even though I have said in the past, I wouldn't put it past Scream 7 to actually bring this character back from the dead. It would put butts in seats. But Ashley, I do really appreciate the 5. Thank you so much for your support. We'll have to see how they use Matthew and Scott and maybe Skeet. Maybe Lynn McCree. I don't know. I'm excited for it though. We'll just have to see. Wow, there's some comments in here. There's some. I'm actually speechless after reading that comment. I'm not putting it on screen, but wow, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a compliment is how I'm taking it. Real Night Reactions though is saying, I just want to see an epic fight scene with Sydney and Ghostface while in costume. I really do want to. I want a good old fashioned chase scene. Real Night Reactions. That's something I'm really looking for here. I brought it up today. I'm like, I feel like every Scream sequel has kind of fumbled a little bit with one of the aspects that I love the most about this franchise. If there's anything especially about Scream 5, the last time we saw Sidney Prescott that I don't know if I was completely crazy about is we didn't really have a good chase scene. Ghostface popped in, killed, and popped out. I mean, it was cool. Some good kills, some fun times were had, but I miss the chase through a really elaborate environment. You know, I think about my favorite one probably is CC Cooper getting chased around in Scream 2. I don't care if it's ridiculous that there's a bike on the top of a third floor. Who got that bike up there? It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. It's great. It's awesome. It's an intense chase scene, and I kind of want to see something along those lines. So something like that here in Scream 7. That'd be fun. What else is going on? Any updates on Paranormal Activity 8? The Other Side, asks Hayden Herbert. So, you know, Hayden, this was a big thing a little while ago. We had Bloody Disgusting come out, even make an article about this. And Oren Peli, the creator of Paranormal Activity, actually came out of the woodworks and said, that's not happening. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So I don't believe the film is actually happening, even though there's been a bunch of, there's been weird, kind of reports about it, kind of not, just things here and there. About it, but I don't think it's actually in production, which is a shame because I'm one of the weirdos that actually liked the last Paranormal Activity film. I had a very good time with it. It's just a 90-minute VHS segment is all it is, but it's really good. It's really fun. I love it. I don't know. I actually had a really good time with it. It's also not Paranormal Activity, man. It's like you think there's a certain thing you think about when it comes to this franchise. That seventh entry, which I can't even remember the subtitle. Next of Kin, Paranormal Activity 7, Next of Kin. It's just not a Paranormal Activity flick. You're not going to all the different rooms of a house. No, it's just it's a found footage film about a cult. That's all you need to know, and it's good. I mean, if you watch it from a standalone found footage movie perspective, it's good. I like it. It's honestly, it's half the reason I bought the box set, which is right there. Which is, hang on, let's direct my that's it right there, baby. Love it. Great box set though. It's the only way that you can get that movie, fun fact. Ghostface is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Someone try to unmask him, dear God, saying, hey Jake, TBH, I'm not looking forward to seeing the killer reveal because it brings out the fear that it's another wasted motive. I hope not. that's honestly my big wish. If I could wish upon a shooting star and somehow Kevin Williamson could hear the crazy shit that's coming out of my mouth, the one thing I would want is a motive that hasn't been done before in the franchise. Nothing would make me happier. No, I can't say that. Nothing would make me happier. Let's just say that. I want to see that. I want to see a good motive. I want to see Ghostface doing his thing for a totally different reason. You know, totally fresh reason we've never seen before. No family members. No stab movie motives. Something else. Hybrid Gamer, thanks for being a member, saying, hey, Jake, just got finished celebrating my birthday on February 4th. Aquarius Gang, love it. Playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre on my gaming channel tonight to celebrate. I'm going to let you finish before I start first. Well, shit, I'll get off. I'll only go for 90 minutes tonight. I'll be done at 8:30 for you, my friend, because it is your birthday after all. I can't wait to. I'm excited for you to be playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've only gotten into. Dude, I bought that game. I only played it once. I got to play it more. So I hope you have fun doing that because it's a good one. I'm playing Dead by Daylight tomorrow on my YouTube, my gaming channel too. So it's fun. A lot of fun gaming streams happening in the world of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Taking a dab and watching Scream. Dabs for Stu. Hell yes, Brandon. There we go. Little 2016 dab for you. Who remembers that? I'm so old. My back hurts. It sucks. Anyways, taking it back to 2016, kind of 2015 with that one. Jesus. You watched The Substance recently too. It was phenomenal. My new favorite over Jennifer's Body. Very nice. Love to see that. The Substance was my favorite horror movie from last year. A banger. And if you want another really good horror movie that's kind of just like this one, not as good as The Substance, admittedly, but still very good. My favorite horror film of 2025 so far, Grafted on Shudder. Excellent watch. Whew, damn, kind of blew me away. Wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. So, absolute banger. Very good stuff there. Definitely a recommend if you really liked that last one. Have you ever seen Session 9? I've heard great things about it and found the DVDs secondhand. I just saw a trailer for this. This is a found footage movie, if I believe. I forgot that first word, Session. I was writing Scream and I'm like, that's not right. I got that on the brain. Session 9. Yeah, wait, maybe this isn't a found. Wait, is it a found footage movie? Now I don't know. A tale of terror when a group of asbestos removal workers start working in an abandoned insane asylum. The complex of buildings looms up out of the woods like a doormat. A dormant beast, grand, imposing, abandoned, deteriorating. This is a crazy plot description. The residents of Danvers, Massachusetts steer well clear of the place, but Danvers State Mental Hospital, closed down for 15 years, is about to receive 5 new visitors. Ooh. Well, I'm all about that. 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. That tells me it's probably going to be good. And a good rating from audience members as well. Okay, shit. I'm going to have to check this one out. I swear to God, I've seen a trailer for this movie before, or maybe I've seen it on Tubi or something. It's coming to mind. Like you said that, rung a bell upstairs in the brain, and not a whole lot goes up here sometimes. So no, Session 9. I'm definitely gonna have to give that one a watch, my friend. I'm always looking for more good ghost stories, just in general, even if it's not found footage. Like my brain is probably failing to remember, but I'm here for it. I swear to God, if you show the comments that me and Erica have deleted, I will slap you upside the head. Damn. That I believe that is textbook domestic abuse. But anyways, let's get back to it. I'm just kidding. Joking. Ty Lee is saying, I want an extended chase scene out of the garage and into a car chase. Ooh, a car chase with Ghostface? You know, there was supposed to be one for Scream 6. They were actually supposed to end the bodega sequence with getting into a cab and fleeing while Ghostface was hanging onto the back and trying to stab him through like the back windshield. I think that's crazy. I kind of wish we would have seen that, if I'm being real. That's like the most New York chase scene you ever could do. That's so cool. but I'm kind of into that. I'm into a car chase. Maybe Ghostface is in the back seat and they're trying to keep the car straight or something. That could be nuts. I'm all about it. Could be kind of a better take on the car scene in Scream 2, which is something that I just like. It bugs me. I'm just not crazy about it. Why did Sydney not take off the mask? Man, every time I see it, I'm like, take off the mask. Do it. She's gonna. One of these times I'm watching Scream 2, she's gonna do it. It's gonna change. I'm telling you. No, anyways, let's move forward. Ann Cook with the most adorable kitten I have ever seen in my entire life as your profile picture. Oh my God. Do you think the deleted baby scene from It will be in Welcome to Derry? Oh my God. I'm so glad you brought this up. I'm so glad. Any opportunity to talk about Pennywise eating a baby, I will take. So let's bite right on into that. Little pun. But do you think this deleted scene will be featured in there? Well, let's give a little context first. So they actually filmed a scene for It 2017, It Chapter 1, whatever you want to call it, where Pennywise eats a baby. Let that sink in for a second. Pennywise, after ripping Georgie's arm off, eats a baby when he first gets to Earth, and he's like this really nasty red-looking fella. He's like a creature, but he's not Pennywise yet. You know, he's still in like his alien form. It's cool. There's like one picture I want to say out from it. Unfortunately, not a picture of him eating the baby, which is a major shame. Hang on, let me see if I can find this. I swear to God I have this, which is why I do. Let's go. I had that ready to go. Man, hate to be full of myself, but I'm good at my job. Here we go. This is what he looks like in that scene, which is nasty. This is the only still we have from this supposed deleted scene. But it's nasty looking, let me tell you. He looks all scary and alien. I love it. But allegedly he eats a baby in this scene, and I'm I want to see it. I hope Welcome to Derry dives into that, maybe shows us at some point. Maybe even they reshoot the scene too, which I wouldn't be opposed to either, just so that it fits the narrative a little more. This is supposed to dive into Pennywise's origins, you know, this whole story. So yes, I definitely think that scene could be in there. It would be really cool. I love the way that Andy Muschietti, the director of those two movies and also showrunner for Welcome to Derry, has been talking about this show too. All 3 seasons, which if, you know, of course this goes well, they're going to do 3 seasons. That's the plan. They're going to go back in time through all of Pennywise's like killing sprees every 27 years, which is so cool. I'm like, that's a great way to structure a show. So every season is a prequel to the previous one, which I'm sold. Like personally, I'm all about that. That's so fucking dope to me. But yes, I want to see this scene, and honest to God, I just think it's so funny that the most brutal comment of the night comes from that's absolutely a gorgeous, adorable little kitty cat. So there we go. Funny stuff. Ann Cook, love it. You are always welcome in these streams. Funny. I love it. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's move on here a bit because I am behind. Did you watch any of the Super Bowl trailers yesterday? Says Antonis. I did. I don't know, nothing that I was like, I got to talk about that tomorrow, you know? They played the Megan teaser, but they no new footage from Megan 2. So had they given us a new a new trailer for Megan 2. Definitely the thing I would have talked about today, but unfortunately not the case, which is sad. What else is going on? What do we got? Pray for a guy doing a Lucy to his creative writing skills. What? Oh man, that went over my head. I'm sorry. Allison Matichak. That's funny. Love the combination there, my friend. It makes me so sad that I am one of the few people I know that loves Halloween Ends. I love it so much that I got a tattoo dedicated to Allison and Corey. Rock on. That rocks. Listen, just because I'm not crazy about the film, as many of you know, but I think it rocks that you like it so much that you got a tattoo. That's awesome. Oh my God. Allison Matichak, I should introduce you to our resident Halloween Ends fan, Stan, who's literally the next comment. Look at that, so perfect. Jason Carpenter, who also loves that film a ton. So we have a lot of people that are a part of this community that love Halloween Ends, and I think it's great. So very good stuff. But Allison, you are not alone, my friend. A lot of people really like that movie, which I think is cool. Not for me personally, but I'm glad that so many people dig it. Jason Carpenter, though, one of our beloved members. What's up, fella? Saying, Jake, I thought Heart Eyes was solid as fuck. You saw it on Saturday. You've been hyping it up. You've been so excited to see this one. Not all of it completely works for me, the lame humor, but I'm still adding it to my 4K Steelbook collection and gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Very nice. Very nice. 8.5. Solid review, dog. The humor didn't always work for me. Some of the dialogue, I think, didn't always work for me either. And the twist, it's like, not great. Hard Eyes is a killer, though. Brutal as hell. Oh my God, so much fun to be had with that one for sure. Really, every kill sequence in the movie did it for me. Not a lackluster moment in that department. Also has a really good chase scene in Hard Eyes, too. So if you're like, Scream, what the fuck? Where's my chase scenes? Go check out Hard Eyes. There you go. But Jason, I'm really glad you enjoyed that one, my friend. I had a good time with it, too. Again, not 10 out of 10 banger, greatest movie I've ever seen, but still a really fun watch and definitely another great one to add to the 2025 catalog, man. Loud World 97's joining us. What's up, fella? How's it going? Rumors mention a psych hospital setting at some point in Scream 7 and the potential of Gale or Sid looking for files. Maybe someone was there using a fake name. Yes, I'm part of the Stew Train. I love that you had to clarify. That's so funny. Definitely something I had to bring up in one of my most recent videos. I think my previous Scream video from this past Saturday, I had to bring it up because I'm like, I know someone's going to say it in the comments, so I might as well just get it out of the way already. It's a possibility. I will say, though, if Stu is alive, why announce him? Why make that announcement now for everyone to start getting crazy and talking about? I don't know. If Stu was alive, that's your big twist, big surprise of the film. I wouldn't be saying shit. I'd be keeping press off of the set. I'd be putting a bag over Matthew's head every time he came to set. Me personally, just my thoughts. So I don't know if he's going to be the big twist. Did Stu or somebody from the Mocker family make it to this psychiatric hospital? I think it's a possibility. We know about this sister, Leslie Mocker, who's still out in the woodwork somewhere, still out in the sticks somewhere. What's she doing? Maybe she's lost her mind. Maybe she's trying to get some revenge for her brother there. So we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. We got Spooky and such hanging out with us. What's up, fella? How's it going? Hi, Jake. Hope you're doing good today. Would you be for the survivors from the Scream TV series, including season 3, with the movie characters where they all team up? I still think that Keke Palmer should be in a Scream movie. If there is anybody that needs to be a character in the Scream universe, it is Keke Palmer, number one, first and foremost. Put her in one of these damn movies. Listen, season 3, it's what it is. It has its ups and downs, mostly downs in my opinion, but Keke Palmer is so good. Why did they have to put her in a season of the Scream TV show, man? Put her in the movies. Put her in Coach is what I'm saying. She is so good in Nope, dude. So good. She clearly likes horror films. Get her in there. I want to see her being one of Sydney's friends in Scream 8. Make it happen. So yes. So yes, and yes, make this happen. I would love to see it. Considering that, Scream 6 kind of kicked open the door to say, hey, Ghostface could be going after anybody now. I don't think it's too crazy of an ask to say that the show is canon. I admittedly, I haven't seen the show in a few years, so maybe I'm just forgetting some stuff that happened on it. But I feel like they could kind of just work that into the narrative of the movies, right? Am I wrong? And correct me if I'm wrong. Because I'm not super confident on that, but I feel like they could just be like, yeah, sure, that happened, with all things considered, right? But I don't know. I'm here for it though, because I do love some Keke. Get her in some more movies now. We have a oh my god, the Smilers are with us tonight. What's up, Juliana Smiler? How you doing? Thanks for the 5, appreciate you. Hi Jake, are you excited for the new Final Destination movie? I am so excited. I'm so excited too. That trailer looks awesome. Ooh, I'm hyped about that trailer. Way better than I thought. Juliana, I gotta admit there was some stuff that had come out about the film. Definitely went through a few production things here and there, some hurdles. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. Just it seems like they went through a lot of ideas before they got down to this one. I'm thinking this could be a best case scenario situation though, where they whittled it down to the very best it could be, and that's the movie we're getting here in just a couple of months. Honestly, I got nothing but good things to say. I had a little worry, that I was concerned about earlier in this stream. It might that might be the best scene that they just showed us in the trailer. Maybe something that's bouncing around the back of my brain. But as of right now, nothing but good things to say about this one. Bloodlines is gonna rock. And Juliana Smiler, I'm not sure if you're a fan of Candyman or not, but I, personally love the Candyman. Great movie, great series. And I also love Tony Todd, who recently passed away. Now, one of his other big roles in horror was not just Candyman in those films, but he also played a character named William Bloodworth in, I believe it's Final Destination 1, 2, and 5. And I think he voices a character in 3, but that's unrelated. I love. Apparently, he's coming back for the 6th entry. It's a posthumous release. It's going to come out, of course, after his untimely death, which is very sad. But I'm super excited to see him come back and play this character for one last time. So another positive to add to this movie. I'm really excited for it. So personally, yeah, I'm so excited. Definitely one that's higher up on my radar than maybe some other flicks out there. Can't wait to see what this one's all about, Juliana. But thank you so much for the 5. I really do appreciate your support. I can't wait. Hyped up for that one. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what all that's about. And Jason Carpenter and Allison Matichak here, little update here, are both going nuts about Halloween Ends. I love it. I like Allison and Corey as a couple also. We got a lot of Halloween Ends love out tonight. Very good stuff. What's up, Joe Bet Gret? I love the name. That's awesome. How's it going? Halloween End fans, welcome. You're welcome. Even if I'm not crazy about the movie, you're still welcome. Still welcome, of course, which is great. I can't really chime in because I'm still on the clock and then I need to drive home in a bit, but I'll be listening. Hey, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here, even while you're on the clock. It means a lot to me. Joe Bamba is saying Scream 5 had a chase scene. Jenna wheeling away from Ghostface in the hospital. You got me on that one, Joe. You're so right. The slowest chase scene in history, according to the script as well, which I think is very funny. Yeah, I don't know. Does it build tension? Yes. Does it, is it effective? Sure. Is it, is it like as crazy and intense as some of the other scenes from the past, though? I don't know. I mean, that's how Scream built tension. It never needed to rely on super gory kills to have a little intensity, a little bit of energy, right? It was always just like some crazy chase around some insane building or wherever the fuck they were. That was fun. So I'm definitely hoping for another sequence like that here in Scream 7. We did get a good scene like that in Scream 6. I can't say we didn't. Gail's chase around her apartment is really unique and really fun. The frying pan especially, I feel like doesn't get enough love. Clocking Ghostface with the frying pan is crazy. I just wish the scene had resulted in a kill. Honestly, my big wish for Scream 7 is have someone get chased by Ghostface for an extended period of time, have them get stabbed and killed. It's crazy that I'm really begging for that here in Scream 7, but I really hope to see that, I guess. We'll just have to see. Yes to Kiki. This is K. Yes, this is K. This is your new YouTube channel, right? I need to change my YouTube name. Nah, keep it. I like it. It's fun. Do whatever you got to do. But K, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Love Kiki Palmer. She's awesome. Definitely, I really want to see her in a Scream movie, man. If there's anyone that I could just make into a Scream character, it would be her. Would love to see that happen. That'd be awesome. Scott Royston's with us too, saying she's not well known enough to be in a Scream movie though. Wait, Kiki Palmer? What? Kiki Palmer's definitely got a little bit of something, right? Oh man, I don't know about that. I mean, she wasn't on the Disney Channel, right? I guess if that's your only frame of reference, I could see that argument. But she was just a Nope, dude. That was a bigger movie. Made a lot of money. It's a Jordan Peele flick. I mean, love him or hate him, those are popular movies, man. His films are like event films, no matter even what they're about, just because of the name alone. So I mean, anybody who's going to be in a contender a big player in a Jordan Peele movie, I feel like has got to be a big name at this point. So I don't know. I feel like Keke Palmer's got a little bit of something. She's got a following. Latrell316, what's up, Latrell? How you doing, man? I'm so glad we got Tony Todd for the last Candyman movie. It was it was great that it was like a little cameo. I'm glad. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm selfish, and I definitely watch every time I watch that movie. I'm kind of like, man, I wish this was just Tony Todd running around with his hook hand the whole time. But I'm glad we got something, right? We got Tony right at the end there, doing a little cameo. So we got something from him, and I think that's great. Have the Corey incident happen in 2018, then we come back to it? Are you talking about like maybe that's your fix for the Halloween trilogy? Have like Corey introduced in the 2018 film? I don't even hate that. My honestly, my biggest solution, which does take away one of the coolest deaths in that trilogy, but I think it makes the story a little better. Just make Dylan's character Corey. Like that's a big fix for me. If you would have made Dylan take on the mantle of Michael Myers, that just works so much better considering everything that was set up in Halloween Kills, especially. I don't know. I just look at what was set up about his father, there, and I'm like, man, that would make him. That would be this really fucked up full circle moment if Dylan kind of turned into like a new killer. That would have been kind of cool. And that's the thing. I don't even hate the idea of a new killer being explored in Halloween. I think it is Michael's franchise at the end of the day. But if we have to do a movie about a new killer in Halloween, I just don't. I personally don't love the way that they approached it with Corey. I don't know. I don't buy his character. He's getting bullied by high school band kids, which is just so out there. And he's drinking chocolate milk. I can't root for the guy. It feels so unrealistic that I can't get into it. Had he, I don't know, maybe if he was like a high schooler, right? Maybe if he was like a high school getting, maybe beat up by a bunch of like football players or something, right? I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's cliche because it works sometimes, right? Something like that I think would have worked a little better for me, but it is what it is. People love it. Rowan Campbell's getting a bunch of movie roles. He's in The Monkey coming out in like a week. So that's exciting. I think he's great. He's just drinking chocolate milk and smashing his hand and hanging out with Laurie Strode for some reason. But anyways, King Matthew III is saying we had 2 chase scenes in 5. Sam's chase before she goes to find Dewey, then Tara's chase before Dewey's death. Is that a chase though? I mean, like Sam kind of gets attacked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can make that argument, I guess. But yeah, again, I think I'm looking for something more like the Scream 1 through 3 days. Even Scream 4 has some good chases, admittedly. Some good stuff in there. I do love, no shade towards 5 and 6. I love those movies. They're just different, right? They're just different. They're trying to scare you in different ways than the original flicks. Leo Munoz? What's up, Leo? How's it going, dog? Good evening on Wednesday AM, going to an event screening of the movie The Monkey. I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm jealous. That's awesome. So exciting. Wednesday morning, you mean? I said AM. But yes, dude, that's so hype, man. I can't wait. I hope you like it. I hope you have a good time with it. I can't wait to see this one. It's very exciting. So I'm here for it. Admittedly, I wasn't crazy about Oz Perkins' latest feature, Long Legs. I just feel like it's really overhyped. It was fine. Nicolas Cage gives a super hilarious performance. Definitely one of the best parts about it that was the humor. And I'm seeing that humor in full force here in The Monkey, and I really think this is going to be maybe my favorite film from him. I don't want to go into this one with too high of hopes, but I definitely feel like this one could be one of my favorites from the guy. Did you see Stitch causing chaos on the football field yesterday? Yes, my girlfriend is super excited for this one, the new Lilo and Stitch live action movie. Yeah, so she loves that movie. That's like her favorite like kids movie essentially. So we're definitely seeing that one day one. We're really excited for that one for sure. I'm seeing Captain America this week too. I don't think I'm gonna do a review every time I don't know. Doesn't seem like I can capture the Marvel crowd as much as I would like. But I'm excited to see it nonetheless. So other things besides horror does have me excited these days. So we'll have to see. I'm excited to see what this new phase of Marvel is all about. So I'm trying to stay positive with it. What else is going on? Ghostface is saying had he drank regular milk, he would have been taken more seriously as a killer. Honestly, yeah. If it wasn't chocolate milk, I would take Corey Cunningham more seriously if he wasn't drinking chocolate milk. Oh my God. They just make him out to be way too much of a, I don't know. I just don't care for him. I just, every time I watch the movie, I'm like, I just don't care for this guy. He just makes me mad. I'm with the band kids on this one. Jason Carpenter is saying, Jake, did you hear Companion is already coming to VOD on February 18th? That sucks, man. Give this one a fair shot at the theater. Brutal. That's crazy. Is that even 4 weeks? Is that even 4 weeks at the theater? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell. Honestly, I don't think it is. February 18th. No, that's not even 4 weeks because that came out the last week of January, right? Yeah, I think so. That blows. I don't know how I feel about that. Give Companion a shot. Are people already not seeing that movie? Like, is that already in the gutter? That's a shame. That was a good movie. Companion was fun. American Pie is great. One of my favorite franchises. I think Wedding and Reunion are my favorites. Very consistent franchise. You know, I honestly haven't gone through that series. I think I've seen like the first one and that's it. Did the post go out today about that? I had a post with American Pie. No, that's coming up. There's a quiz. There's a quiz coming up where I mention American Pie. I won't say the context because the quizzes have been so much fun to do lately, let me tell you. And man, the results, you guys are on it with the Scream lore or Scream questions. Holy crap, you guys are killing it. I thought I was throwing some tricky questions out there. There was one about like which actress was considered for the role for Jill Roberts in Scream 4, and like still majority people got that one right. I'm like, damn, y'all are killing it. Good stuff here. No, I threw some hard questions at you guys, and there's some even crazier ones coming. So great stuff. I'm doing a daily. It was like a daily poll is what it used to be. Now it's a daily quiz about horror movies and franchises and stuff. Ton of fun. Having a blast coming up with those every Monday. So I got some new ones coming. New ones coming soon. Not only do you get videos and live streams on this page, you also get a little trivia. So we're making it happen. We're making some crazy things happen here. Chris Nicholas is saying, do you think Ghostface will still use a knife? Think he's due for an upgrade? You know, I really think Scream 7 is trying to throw it back. Not like that, but trying to do a throwback, right? More like something like the original couple of movies, or at least the original like Kevin Williamson movies. So if we're talking like 1, 2, and 4, I feel like this is going to be more in tone-wise kind of similar to those. So I feel like we're going to see Ghostface mainly using a knife this time around, but again, rumor has it, dude strangling somebody with their own intestines. I can't fucking wait for that. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I think there's going to be movies coming up though. Like if we're talking about this Kirby spinoff, I feel like that's going to be your departure from typical what to expect from Scream. And I'm here for that, you know? I'm here for reinventing the legacy characters and making Sydney and Gale kind of hopefully going down some new paths, doing some new stuff with these ancient characters at this point. But I do feel like this one is going to feel a little more like good old fashioned Scream. And some people, that's really exciting. And hey, rock on, run it, make it happen. I'm just someone who I look at Scream and I just think if you're going to tackle a new sequel, do it different, make something crazy happen, you know, take it down a new path. That's what Scream has always been about, is paving its own path to kind of do whatever it wants with and kind of just poke fun at horror movies a little bit, some of the other ones out there. And yes, is it still goofy and campy in its own regard? Of course it is. It is kind of I don't want to say it's a parody film, right? But it is making fun of other movies in its own very unique way. So I just hope that stays consistent with whatever Scream does next, because there is such thing as going too far off the rails where it's not even Scream anymore. You know, if we have Ghostface putting people into saw traps, man, that's not Scream. That's too brutal. There is such thing as too brutal for Scream. We can't push it too far, but push it a little bit, man. Why not? Push it real good, as that one song once said. Jason Carpenter is saying, I think they already made enough on the box office. Yeah, but I agree the movie should get a solid 4 to 6 week run. At least 4 weeks, right? Like, every movie deserves at least 4 weeks. Unless it's Morbius. If it's Morbius, different story. But, you know, most movies, 4 weeks. Ghostface Unmasked. Oh my God! Who's under the mask? We don't know. Scream 2 is on right now. Why is Roman glorified in the Scream community so much? Mickey would knife him up. Brutal. Mickey's one of my favorites personally. I think Mickey is a super underrated, underutilized Ghostface in Scream 2. Wish we could have done more with that one. I'm just realizing now I don't have a water. I'm usually so prepared for these things, and today was busy, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Brutal. There was still some water in there, and now my pants are wet, but it's okay. I'm like, my mouth is so dry. This is great. This is crazy. No, but why is Roman so glorified? I mean, Roman is like the kind of the guy that set all this into motion, right? Without Roman, we don't have all these movies in a sense. But yeah, I mean, he is kind of from one of the weakest Scream films, in my opinion. But again, it is without Roman, none of this happened. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to also talk about the fact that he is the most intense Ghostface. I mean, he did all those kills by himself. So there's something to be said about that. Even Kirby brings it up in Scream 6. Admittedly, though, does he have my favorite motive? Probably not. Some of his kills are really extreme in my opinion too. But there's a lot of I have mixed feelings about Roman. Some things really positive, some things not as much. I do like that he kills Milton though. That's fun. The commentary in Scream 3, maybe my favorite part of the whole film. Mr. That's a name. Mr. Francis Konavaski. Wow, that took me a minute. My Scream 7 theory is the new Ghostface killer will be Dewey's father. Wait a minute. Isn't David Arquette's father actually in the Scream franchise? Doesn't he play isn't he the sheriff in one of the movies? Hang on now. I feel like I just read that, or maybe I'm crazy. David Arquette, father. Yeah, he's somebody, right? I gotta look this up now. I'm sorry. It's one of those things where I'm like, it's gonna bother me. He's in Scream 2. Yes. Okay, there we go. Trying to find the character. Hang on. Hey, I can do this. He played Lewis Hartley in Scream 2. There you go. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. I'm a little crazy, but maybe not that crazy. What if there is a Final Destination type death in Scream 7? Ooh. I mean, I'm all about it if it's done right, if it works well with everything going on. Maybe Ghostface sets off a horrible series, a horrible sequence of traps that leads to a knife going into somebody's eye or something. I don't know. Again, I think that the point of Scream is that it's supposed to be scary in its own unique way, right? But I'm also not against things going a little crazy. Having a little fun, it's sometimes taking things to extremes that maybe some of the other movies didn't do. Jake confirmed it, so it's official. Scream is throwing it back, but are they throwing it back in circles? That's the biggest question. If I need to make another video, Ghostface, it's that. That's what I need to make a video on. That's the theory we're all waiting for. Queric V is saying, "Good people, how y'all feeling?" Hopefully good, Queric. What's up, fella? How you doing? Thank you so much for being a member of the page. I'm feeling good, as that one song says. I used that joke already. I got to stop. But no, I'm feeling good. Things are great. Seems like the vibe here is pretty positive, which is good. Little better than the comment section on the videos lately, so that makes me happy. John is with us too, saying Thanksgiving 2. Any news? Dude, still nothing. Like, nada. Not a whole lot of anything, which is crazy to me. This is one I'm highly anticipating as well. Loved that first film. Ton of fun. Can't wait to see what they're able to bring up in the sequel. I think the biggest question I have now is Patrick Dempsey in this movie. Is this going to be a repeat killer, or are we doing a murder mystery again? Was there more to the Wrightsville, or the Wright Mart Black Friday shopping massacre that we don't know about? Was there more people affected by it? I mean, there was literally more people who died, so you might find more people who want to seek revenge. Who knows? Go get water if you need it. I'm only going for like 20 more minutes. This is going to be a quick stream tonight because I got some shit to do. Damn, bro got wet on stream. You're damn right I did. That's messed up. What is going on here? Scream 3 was awesome. Scream 3 it's fun. It's a good time. What's up? Yeah, he's the deputy in 2. There we go. Okay. He's the campus police chief in Scream 2. Okay, sick. Well, look at that. Chase from Moser Movie Reviews is saying, "Hey, buddy, I'm trying to figure out a way to Google Drive you the version of Scream for it. I think I need your email. Should I DM you? Yeah, shoot me a DM. Let's run this back right now, because I want to see this damn thing." My writing part. Okay, this is so funny, and I just need you guys all to know this. My writing partner just messaged me, and he's like, "You really liked my dialogue? What parts of it did you like?" Like. We're writing a script right now. He's like, "What do you mean you liked my dialogue?" Sorry, that's so funny. Okay, you guys don't care. Yeah, Chase, shoot me a DM on the Instagram. We'll make something happen here. So for those who don't know, Chase made a cut of Scream 4. Actually, like, made a cut of Scream 4 where it doesn't look like dog shit. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't think the film looks like dog shit, but some people would argue the remake filter thing doesn't look great, right? Chase was actually able to make a cut of this that doesn't do that. Something different entirely. Chase, I'm sending you my my email right now, so you'll have it, and then we can get back to streaming. Just want to make sure you got this. I would love to see whatever this cut is. We've been talking about it on the page for some time now. I just haven't had time to get into contact with you, my friend. But good shit. We'll definitely have to see this. Definitely have to talk about it a little more, maybe on a future stream. Could be fun. I know we did a whole video talking about, we did a whole video one time talking about the assembly cut for Scream 3 that I think fixes the voice changer. There's some other things about it where I'm like, okay, I understand why that was cut, but there's a whole scene with the voice. The whole opening scene is completely different. They should have kept it. Man, they should have kept it. It was better how it was. One of those weird things where I'm like, dude, that should have stayed the same. But anyways, Leonardo DiCaprio is with us saying, "What's good, bro? Do you think Scream appears in the new Captain America movie?" No. Honestly, no. But I'm excited for this. Looks like fun. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, admittedly. I don't know. These movies don't really do it for me half the time. But I do like Captain America. I'm excited to see Anthony Mackie. Is that his name, right? I'm excited to see him play the role. That's fun. You know, it's different. Fun new place to take it for sure. Holy crap, I'm totally missing out on other stuff here. Leonardo DiCaprio, thank you so much. Sorry, fellas, it's been a long day. I'm missing stuff over on Kick. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? Michael Kennedy just said, "Check Instagram, please." Now, see, here's my thing about that. Are we talking about actual Michael Kennedy? Because that's crazy. No, apparently not. But I do see you guys on Kick. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's one of those days. Yes, you can ask questions. I see fellas saying, "Hey, can I ask a question?" Yes, you can. I'm so sorry. I suck, and I totally missed a lot of your responses over on Kick. It's been a day. It's been one of those days. Let's get back to it, though. We got For the Love of Rock saying, "Any killing of Ghostface in Scream 7 will pale in comparison to Sam's kills in 5 and 6. You think they will try and top them or stay away from them?" I think they're going to try to top it. You know, I mean, we're hearing that Kevin Williamson wants to do something like that, wants to do the brutal kill thing. And I know so many people are like, Jake, you know, they said the same thing about Scream 6, that they're just saying that for points on the board, right? They're just saying that about Scream 7 for points on the board. I hear you. But you got to think, you know, we have new creatives in charge of Scream 7 versus Scream 6. So to me, it's going to be different no matter how it's approached. Maybe it's still going to be brutal, but in a different way, you know, in Kevin Williamson's own unique way. So that, I feel like, is the thing I'm looking forward to in Scream 7 the most, is how they're going to approach that differently than some of the other Scream films have, like 5 and 6. Because, you know, that's Matt and Tyler's movies. That's Matt and Tyler's versions of the flicks. So I'm curious how Kevin's going to bring it back and do his own thing again. But we'll just have to see. I'm here for it, though. Why do you praise Jill so much? I love Jill. Just curious your thought about her character. Why do I praise Jill so much? She's crazy ahead of her time. Written so well. In plain sight the whole time. I still think she's the best out of all of the sequels and all of the mysteries and all of the ghost faces revealed. Jill is easily the most shocking from 2 through 6, with like without a doubt in my mind, leagues ahead of everybody else in my opinion. Amber, solid reveal, solid shock. That kind of blew me away the first time I saw it, admittedly. But man, Jill, that's number one in my book. And also her motive rocks, again, super ahead of its time. We're talking about a motive about basically wanting internet fame in 2011, which like. That was still definitely a talking point then, but it's even more of a talking point now, and it's even easier here in 2025 than it was in 2011 when, YouTube was still kind of in its infancy, right? YouTube was popping then, but I mean, compared to how it is now, I mean, oh my God, the platform is quadrupled times 100 in size, right? I mean, oh my God, there's so many more people on YouTube now than there was back in 2011. So that idea of going viral was still pretty fresh at the time. And now it's, oh my God, it's dominate. People are going viral every day. You probably know somebody who has gone viral doing something. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So Jill is ahead of her time in every single regard. I love the motive. It's a great continuation to the original Scream and still the best sequel in my opinion, like without a doubt. So I'm all about Jill. She rocks. If there's any other character who should come back from the dead, it's Jill. I'm kidding. Critical Overlord's asking if I started Buffy yet. We did not have time this weekend. Admittedly, I watched the Super Bowl, which sounds such like a boring thing to do. I thought Jake was a horror fan. He's watching the Super Bowl instead of Buffy. What's going on here? I know, it's crazy. No, I have not started it yet, Critical Overlord, but I'm going to start soon. Very soon here, because I really want to get into this one. I want to cover this Buffy revival, dog. I want to get in on the conversation. Y'all are having so much fun talking about it. I want to get in on this too. So I definitely want to see what the show's all about. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. I can't believe I've never seen Buffy, if I'm being totally honest. So I'm getting to it. I promise we're making it happen. But yeah, it is a lot too. TV series always intimidate me a little bit. it's a lot. I mean, putting on a movie's one thing, like I'm going to watch a movie this evening. It's going to be a fun time. A whole series. And I think isn't there like 6-7 seasons of Buffy? I don't even know. That's a whole thing, but I'm going to get through it, my friend. And when I get through season 1, I'm actually going to message you because I'm so curious. I definitely want to talk about this for sure. Roman was better than Amber and Jill. Roman's easy to spot though. Roman's pretty easy to spot as the killer in my opinion. He has that whole scene with Mark and the deputy, whose name is totally slipping me right now. And he's just like, "It wasn't me, guys." Like, I'm like, okay, it's you, because I'm not suspicious of anybody else besides like Angelina, and she's a little too obvious, so she's our red herring, right? Roman's just an easy killer to spot in my opinion. He fits the frame of a Ghostface killer. I don't know. I just feel like I had him pinned down the first time I watched Scream 3. And Scream 2. I feel like Mrs. Loomis is pretty obvious. Mickey, not as much. Mickey, I give a little more credit to, because he's kind of comforting Sydney in that one little scene, and I'm like, okay, maybe, he's got the wild look in his eye and all that, but I honestly I did not guess him the first time I watched Scream 2. I was not thinking about that. I was like, oh, when he's kind of revealed to be our first Ghostface, I'm like, damn, all right, solid. Mickey's a solid reveal. I wouldn't say it's a blow my face off Amber or Jill reveal, but still solid. I actually think if there's anybody who has the best motive in the Scream franchise, it's definitely Mickey. Mickey has the most like Scream motive I think there is. But Jill is just my personal favorite. So I don't know. Lots to love about Jill. In fact, you have to watch the movie as well. The series is a sequel. Oh, shit. So I knew that, this was actually something I wanted to message you about, because I know that there's a Buffy movie that came out before the series, but I thought that the series was like a reinvention of the movie. Because from what I know, the movie is like super goofy and ridiculous and over the top. I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen that one either. But yeah, that's what I thought at least. But I guess the series is a sequel, not like a reimagining. Okay, then I know fucking nothing. I gotta put this show on. But yeah, definitely want to talk some Buffy at some point in the future for sure. What are your thoughts on Freddy versus Jason? It's excellent. It's like the best goofy slasher to put on at any time. It's Freddy versus Jason, oddly enough, I feel like is such a great way to get into both of those franchises, because you get like all the tropes and all the details of what makes Freddy Freddy and Jason Jason, all from that one movie. Great place to start if you want to get into both of those franchises. It's all the essentials that you need from both of those series all in one movie. This is one of the best gateway horror films I think out there, in my opinion. And not just that, it's also super enjoyable for, longtime fans too. So if you've been watching horror for such a long time, this is just like, it's a wet dream is what it is. It's everything you could possibly want from a Freddy and a Jason movie all in one bag, and it's a ton of fun. Critical Overlord is saying, very ridiculous, but the pilot references the story. Okay. I'm definitely shit. Now I'm gonna have to start with the movie, aren't I? But yeah, I've heard that I've heard, at least from what I've heard through the grapevine, my opinion is completely invalid because I haven't seen not a lick of Buffy. All I know is that yes, it has a little bit of way campier tone and feel to it than the actual series itself. But definitely excited to check this one out for sure. I'll shoot you a message. My goal this week is to get through some of Buffy. My goal this week is to do some of it. Because I'm caught up on 2025 movies I wanted to see. Now I watched both the movies that I've been wanting to watch for like a couple weeks now, which was Grafted and Dark Match. Both really good, by the way. Shudder is off to another great start this year for original movies. Oh my god, fellas, if you have not seen Dark Match, that one especially is so much fun. Grafted though was one that I liked maybe even more because it's just so like, I don't know, just a lot going on there. Lots to talk about, lots to dissect. Hayden Herbert though saying, hi Jake, what do you think Jordan Peele's fourth untitled film should be about? Hello Hayden, how are you? What should it be about? I really want to see honestly, I don't even know. I hope that he just does his own thing. I think that's what I love so much about Jordan. I think there's this great premise, this great concept idea of, audiences don't know what they want until they got it, right? Or I'm basically butchering that to death, but you get my point. People don't know what they want until they get it. And to me, I think that's something that Jordan Peele understands really well. I mean, he's making movies about concepts that aren't super popular and still having critical acclaim because of it. Why is that? Is it because following trends is always going to make you popular when creating art? No. No, sometimes you got to go against the grain, do something that other people aren't doing. Making a movie is not the same thing as making a YouTube video, right? It's a totally different vibe. But I think whatever Jordan does next, I hope he puts his whole ass into it, puts everything that he wants to see in a movie now, in this one. He's also talking about how it's one of his favorite movies he's ever made, too, which is really exciting. So I'm super excited to see what this is all about, man. Going into it with an open mind, too. I don't think I even have any expectations for it, especially after Nope. Nope was such a departure from everything else he's done that I really don't know what this movie's going to be. We could be seeing an evolution of Jordan Peele moving from like just kind of standard horror situations like Get Out and Nope, which while they do venture into both those films venture into new territory, Nope feels a little more like this blockbuster movie with some horror adjacent elements to it. And I'll even go so far as to say the scariest scene from any Jordan Peele movie ever, the ship eating people, is crazy, dude. That is so scary. Fuck. But what else? What I will say is I don't know what to expect from his fourth entry. Is it going to be more, blockbustery like Nope? Is it even going to be a horror film, or are we going back to is he going back to his roots a little bit, doing more of a contained, smaller story, something like Get Out or Us? I feel like if I had to answer just based off of the very little we know about this, I want to say it's going to be a horror movie again. It's going to be like a not a short movie, but like a smaller contained story, something like Get Out. So that's my guess as of right now, just based on the little things we know about it. We don't know cast, we don't know plot, we don't even have a poster this time like we did with the last one. Nothing. I got nothing on this one, but I'm guessing it's going to be maybe going back to his roots a little bit. We'll see. Blindside is saying, horror. Watched Bone Tomahawk with my wife for the first time last night. I knew about the scene, but had never seen it. The look on her face was so hilarious when the scene happened. So brutal. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm not going to lie, this is scarier to me than a lot of the Terrifier films. The Bone Tomahawk, not for the faint of heart, comes from a director who has got some just seriously mental horror flicks, man. Oh my God. I mean, not even all of his stuff is horror. I can't even remember the dude's name off the top of my head. But he does this one in the prison. what is it, Brawl in Cell Block 99. Both of those movies were just genuinely like, I have trauma from watching both of those films. I'm like, that was too much. That was actually too much to handle both times around. Holy crap. I'm terrified to watch anything else that the dude has made because holy crap. But what crazy movies. An interesting director for sure, with a very unique vision. But Bone Tomahawk, if you haven't seen it and you want something brutal like a Terrifier film, that's definitely one to put on, let me tell you. There's a kill in that movie that is just so upsetting. It'll scar you for life, honestly. I still lay awake at night thinking about it sometimes. Latrell is saying, I do wish Scream 3 wasn't canon, having Billy and Stu not the original killers, but just following always irritated me. It does kind of take something away from the original, doesn't it? Trying to build off of that. And it seems like Scream 7 is also going to be building on top of it again, which I think is something I'm worried about, but I feel like because it's Kevin Williamson kind of directing it, maybe it could be done right. Maybe it could fix things that we don't love about Scream 3. Because admittedly, I'm with you, Latrell. I just don't love that Roman was in charge of it the whole time. I think it's way scarier to think that Billy just decided to start, just to start killing people just because he found out that his mother was, or not his mother, his father was, cheating on his wife with Maureen Prescott. That to me is so much scarier. It makes it a smaller story, way more believable. Knowing that some director from Hollywood is doing all this crazy shit, I don't know, man. That's like, what? Like, what do you mean? Scream 3 really makes it a sillier franchise. But man, I'll tell you what, I think the original Scream for what it is a standalone story. It's excellent. It doesn't need a Roman. It doesn't need a Roman to be as special as it is. Jordan Peele is so funny. I wish he would make a timeless comedy. It's a shame because, I love Key and Peele sketches. I'm still watching to this day. I mean, the substitute teacher thing, I quote on the daily. But I will say that their movie that they tried to make, Keanu, I don't know. It missed. It's an unfortunate miss because I think Jordan Peele he really does have so many talents. He makes some great horror movies. He's a hilarious guy. I do love that there's a lot of humor though in his movies. That does make me happy. The anus joke in Us comes to mind. Where did you learn that word? Like, that's hilarious. I love that. But definitely some fun stuff in there for sure. All right, I am like I have not eaten yet. Like I had breakfast this morning, and that's all I've had. So I got to get some food. I'm realizing I kind of fucked up. Did eat dinner before this, and that's why I'm so low energy. So I'm going to take care of that after this little comment here. The Poughkeepsie Tapes is easily the most sadistic and depraved horror film I've ever watched. More horrific than Serbian Film or Human Centipede. Definitely has some brutal moments. A Serbian film I haven't seen it, but I know what happens in it, and I have no interest in watching it. There are some things happening in that flick that are some of the most awful things I think human beings can do. And I don't know, there is such thing as too far, and things that are just not enjoyable. Poughkeepsie Tapes has some visuals that are truly disturbing, though. So I can't say it's not sadistic and depraved, but man, I don't know. Serbian Film is just, what the fuck? Why would anybody make that? I don't know. But the Poughkeepsie Tapes, definitely an underrated one that doesn't get talked about enough. Really good little found footage flick if you've never seen it before. All right, fellas, it's been a day. I've been going, set up a lot of live streams, made a big ass video. So if you want some more content, go check that one out. Really fun video today. Went on a little bit of a rant too, so give it a watch. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thank you to everybody that supported the page as well. Appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are keeping the lights on here at the KillJoy Jake Studios. I will be, again, one more time, I'll be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern playing Dead by Daylight over on GullGotha. So go check that out. I want to start doing some streams, some gaming streams, like maybe 2 a week is my goal. But I also want to keep up, maybe the 4 or 5 streams that I'm doing a week here, which is crazy talk. So let's see if we can make it happen. This whole year is about challenging myself, trying to make some ends meet. So let's make it happen. Well, let's see what's up. So stop on by if you're interested in that. That'll happen tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, like I said earlier. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Really do appreciate you. Go check out that video. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.